had title shots in the past. How big is chasing a title shot at this point in your career? Is that still something that you think about?
It is, but one thing that I realized lately is like a title shot never depends on you. Even if you make a lot of wins in a row, it's always depending somebody want you to get the title shot. So it's something that you can control, and so I cannot focus on that anymore. I need to focus on my wins, and that's everything that I can control.
If you never win a UFC title, would you retire happy with how your career went? I mean, you got so many accomplishments.
Yeah, of
but
course.
obviously that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, of course. As a fighter, you always want to win, and I was trying. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do, and I regret, especially the last fight that the last title defense that I had. The first one I was very inexperienced still, but the second one I think I could win. But the short camp was really hard for me. It was too short for a so big fight. But I can't give excuse. It's just something that maybe it's not gonna happen. But I don't care. Right now I think my mission has changed. That is, like I always say, to como se fala divulgar, Edu? To spread the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu around the world and make people come and training, and make our sport even bigger and bigger. And I think when I go there, I have this mission much more than just the title for myself.
Is that something you want to do after you do retire from fighting? Is stick around with the UFC and be kind of like in an ambassador role, like some of the other guys have done?
Yeah, people ask about that. Yeah, maybe it would be a nice thing, but I have so many things ahead of me, and that's one thing that I really, I was thinking about my future lately and the plans, but I have some really big things that I want to keep doing, like, I want to really start to think about and grow my affiliation, to spread Jiu-Jitsu and my way of thinking Jiu-Jitsu around the other academies. I have some, affiliate academies here and in Brazil, but I want to grow that business. I also want to keep doing some documentaries that I did back in Brazil to Combate, which was really nice to do, especially one they are going to launch soon. That we travel to Egypt, Greece, to do some history and fighting stuff. I was being the interviewer, and was something that I really liked, and also talking about history of martial arts. That is something that I love it. And I love my gym, of course, my academy in Brazil, and, many things that I like to do that I really want to focus on. And UFC would be one thing too.
Before the win over Lyman Good, when you were on that 3-fight skid, do you think people started to doubt you when they probably shouldn't have?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, people start to think you. I always say if you lose fights like when you're like 30 or 25, people say, he's in a very bad time, a bad phase of his career. But when you start to lose fights, and people don't care from who you lose, and of course, I've been losing for like the champions. All those three were champions, formers or champions or interim champions. So people just see the defeat, and if you don't really have this awareness, you can start believing that. But what don't let me believe in that is because when I go and training, I feel the same thing in terms of physical and technical and mindset, development. I don't feel that I'm losing nothing. So that's why, I keep my mind strong. I kept my mind strong to fight against Lyman.
So did you prove in that win earlier this year in February that it wasn't a matter of you don't have what it takes anymore, but Colby, Usman, and Woodley are just that good?
Yeah, I think so. At least I need to tell this history to myself, to keep believing, and that's important. I think you never know, I'm gonna keep fighting, and everybody don't know. I need to fight this fight, next fight, and maybe a couple more fights to see, what is the truth.
You want to give us picking the main event on Saturday, Francis or JDS?
That's hard to say, you know. It's especially because Junior is a big friend of mine. We used to train together back in 2010, 2011 till mid 2012. I used to go to Bahia to train with there at Champion, you know, his academy, with his boxing coach and the guys there. So I have a very much of, como se fala carinho, Edu? Care for him and for his team. So it's something that it's hard to say because I know it's a pretty tough fight. But Junior, you know, is a former champion. He's a guy that you gotta respect. And Ngannou is a pretty tough guy. So it's hard to say something about that.